everybody. You probably know what I'm going to say at this point. I typically say something like, I hope everybody's having a good day. Hope your weeks are going well. Typically say something about fur babies, like make sure to hug them. But today, I was going to say I'm not going to do that, then I realized I basically said it. I just found a different way of saying it. Curse my lack of originality. Welcome back to the Long Dark, where I'm caught in a blizzard again. Now this time, I'm not walking around in a circle like I did yesterday. This time, I'm actually in a fishing hut again, and I think I've got enough firewood that this should be a little bit more comfortable than last time. Or at least less stressful. So last time, if if the blizzard hadn't ended so quickly, I could have been in real trouble. Anyway, the primary task at the moment is to gather stuff for the latest trading sequence round with Sutherland, which includes the red woolen underwear, which is arguably the best in the game. I say arguably, I think it actually is. I mean, it wouldn't let me get 2 pairs, which irritates me. So, having said all that, let's see what kind of trouble Astrid is actually in.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Hello, Blizzard. I don't have fire. Oh, there's firewood here. Okay. I nearly gave myself a heart attack. Yes. Why am I carrying 7 cured goats? I mean, at least it's cured. Why am I carrying it? At 19 charcoal. Right, well, let's back fish for my dinner. I really ought to use an axe for this because I have a plethora of axes.
This much gear.
Cross fingers. No. It's got better. Always take your box with you. Although, to be honest with you, they would have done just as well. There was an aurora last night. There was an aurora right now, I should say. Oh, it's not too cold. Hello, Mr. Wolf. Forgot about the wolves.
Looks like I survived another night.
Drat, broken arrow. Oh, today is the day of the bear, probably. These spawns, isn't it? So I'm gonna be careful.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Well, mine's sweating. Oh, I just realised. I'm stinky. So I've got bait on me. Yes, I do. 2 MREs plus enough food to take me for a couple of nights. Let's see about maybe getting the coats off that. But with the blizzard, there's always the possibility of more interesting stuff having washed up. Yeah, washed up. That's a good technical. One of the reasons for moving that fish is to give capacity for respawns. This could end up being an almost endless cycle. Salt deposit over there without any salt. Yeah, it has some salt. Yeah. Just as if I need more. You get it. Along with axes and arrows, salt is something of which I have a plethora, and oil. I did find a knife last time. Don't know why axes are common and knives are not. Actually, what's the likelihood that an axe would wash up in the first place? I mean, it's got a heavy chunk of metal at one point. Just had a sudden thought about whether or not there is a bear. Straight, I'll never make it back to the garage. I'll be constantly wandering up and down here. Happily beach Sherman. And I think I'll check this out. Now there's the wolf pack over there, obviously. There's the mysterious floating fish from last time. Alright, we're heading back. go over the island. Just on the off chance there's some birch up there. I don't think there is. Well, there's a tree. There's one or two trees. Could use some birch bark. It's one of the things I can trade. I think. We trade for the long woolen red underwear. So 20 harvestable plants. Apparently fungus works, which is kind of peculiar because fungus isn't a plant. It's a fungus. Okay. So, fish. Sooner or later, I'm probably going to have to deal with those wolves. Ah, yes. Apparently you can't trade acorns either. Even though acorns are definitely plant-based and gatherable and in finite supply. So, Mr. Rabbit, just get back, hell out of it. If it's moving and furry, and for half a second you think, is it going to eat me? Fortunately, there is no known occurrence of a killer rabbit. Hey Tony, welcome back. This is my chosen place for going after rabbits when I move fur. I don't need to at the moment. Oh, I didn't realise I'd left some food here, even if it is a very ruined state. Well, that's because I forgot the microphone. You would think I would remember the microphone, would you not? No, I don't. The thing is, I do know I am technically audible, even with the microphone swung away. But, yeah, it's not as good. So that means my greeting was probably completely missed. That's irritating. Everyone is advised to skip forward 20 minutes if they are from the start. 20 minutes. Oh, well, at least I didn't have it muted. Good morning, everybody. Normally at this point, you know what I'm going to say. I typically say something like, I hope you're all having a good day. I might say something about remembering to hug your fur babies, and that I hope your week is going well. But today, I'm not going to say that. And then I said something like, except I just did say that, followed by curse my lack of originality.
Welcome back to the Long Dark, where Astrid was caught in a blizzard again. Except this time it was a bit more comfortable, and as I had more firewood. Darn! 25 minutes in, and I finally get round to doing... Oh, blast. I don't want to hug that island too closely because of the wolf. Yeah, he's going to notice me. I might as well just get on with it. Sorry, Mr. Wolf Expediency. Oh, let's trigger the fight. Well, that renders that particular part of the ice somewhat safer. Good morning, Anna. I'm glad you missed the first 25 minutes where I had the microphone swung entirely too far away. You know, if I didn't know better, I'd say we were about to have another blizzard. Hello again to everybody's fur babies. See if I can remember. Dogo. Buttons. Mittens. Brownie. Bug. Smoke. Who did I forget? And Lola sitting on a heating pad. Yeah, that bear should really have respawned by now. Oh, there's 3 wolves over there now. This feels vaguely familiar. How are Chad and the offspring? Joke. Well, yeah, I did a variation on it, basically saying what I would normally say and then saying I'm not going to do it this time, and then, oops, I did, didn't I? You know, just for something different to say. Oh, that's good to know. Okay, that is a deer's bottom I saw. I must admit, I'd never seen the moose. They weren't running away from me, were they? That sounded like that sounded like something getting eaten. There aren't any rabbits in this immediate vicinity. Oh, right. Yeah, no. I just found another way to reword the usual.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
I think I get to add to my axe collection. New knife? More axes. Right, so what do I need for trading? What do I need to make myself safe in the process? Right, then, let's see. I do need to identify the location of our local bear. Hey, Donnie. Welcome back. Does Lola have her heating pad? Oh, yeah. You've spotted me. Oh. Long day. Oh, grief, they've all spotted me. Here we go again. This could get dubious. Oh, no. There's one. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Your friend's gone after a deer. Why don't you go after it? Wow, that deer's making a good run for it. Thank you, Sir Cyrus. Unfortunately, that's the fourth such shot I've made today so far. I could use that deer skin. I don't need the hides or the meat, technically. But that's those 3 deer. Let's go and scare a wolf off its kill. This is the one that probably eats me. I don't need the meat. I just want the skin. I've got more meat than I know what to do with. Just want the skin. Poor wolf. That's 5 wolves today so far. And I've probably lost that arrow, but I have a bunch of arrows. Oh. If I didn't know better, and I don't, I would say we have another blizzard coming. At least this time I'm in a better position. I'll grab the skin off one of these at least. Oh, that doesn't sound like a good combination, Donnie. Where's that bear? I always feel guilty when I can't actually harvest the entire animal, but the simple truth is I don't need it. 7, 8, 9, 10. I could actually go back and get it and put it in the other meat curing box, couldn't I? Wolfskin, deerskin.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
More dried meat for the dried meat pile. I wish there was a better way of storing this stuff outside. Which was the Jurassic Park movie where the female protagonist famously spent the entire movie running around in high heels? There was even a meme about it showing a T-Rex wearing high heels. Ah, it was the, yeah, fourth one or something. I kind of lost interest in the Jurassic Park movies after something like the second one, I think. This is not good weather to be collecting deer, because if that's not a blizzard about to start up again... Yay! Well done. There's your cardio for the day. I don't want to get caught out in another blizzard even this close to home. You're safe, Mr. Deer. One of your harem succumbed to a wolf. I don't watch TV anymore. Or, no, that's not entirely true. I do watch BBC iPlayer sometimes. Hello, Game Ranger. Sorry, let me say that properly. Hello, Game Ranger Kevin. Okay, so, let's see. What was the trade? Harvestable plants, cured grass, fire, wood, water. Okay, this is all straightforward. I'm sure the canned pineapple. Um, let's see. I know I've got the water. I think what I am going to do is start packing the travois. Because I'll get fish in the usual fashion. Probably. Yeah, this is not going to be fun. Forget it. I'm gonna win. Yeah, if I want to watch movies, I tend to watch bad Asylum B movies or Chinese monster movies. I really can't be bothered to get much interest anymore. Alright, let's just make a little pile. How much water do I need? 3 liters, I think it was. 3 liters of water, 12 firewood. Okay. I'll make a pile by the door.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
I find the Chinese make some surprisingly good monster movies. How many fishing tackle have I got? Right, so I'm... Yeah, I'm going to trade him this. I think. And my birch bark. I think that all counts. So... I like creature features. Yeah, I got tired of I've gotten really jaded with superhero movies. You know, they were fine for a bit, you know, and then it gets eh. 5 crow feathers. Oh, that's good. I have 5 crow feathers. All I need is, whoops, 12 fur, and I think I have 12 fur. Actually, I could just trade in my axe handles. How many axes have I got now?
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
I can't remember if I've seen Black Adam. Probably not. I've seen enough clips of it that it feels like I've seen it. So all I need now is 3 kilos. 3 kilos of fresh flesh. Never saw Shazam. Yeah, do we think I've got enough fishing tackle? What do you mean, so many people without a microphone? What am I looking for? I came over here with some idea, and now I've forgotten what I was doing. Something to do with... Yep, nope, can't remember what I was doing over here now. Oh. But I had that. That really needs a repair after the next trip. I had some idea of what I was going to do, and I have now just completely forgotten. Oh, I don't need that much charcoal. Oh, heck, I don't use it that much. Oh! I'm a solid B+ tier. Thank you, I think. Is that damning with faint praise or praising with faint damnation? I'm not entirely sure. Again, if this doesn't turn into a blizzard, I will be very surprised. So where is... And the reason I've come out here is to try and spot what I call the bear on the ice, the one that has its den over there. Because the last thing I need to do is go wandering across the ice with trading supplies. Danny, I think Danny was, ran across the bear once on the other side of the island when the bear decided to come upon her. Oh. I'm like Wendy's. Well, if you have any suggestions as how I could go from B plus to A tier, I wouldn't mind hearing about it. I mean, I suppose I could be female and attractive, and that would probably help no end. But that's something I cannot accommodate. Nope. I can safely say the stream is not skipping for me. Yes, hang on a second. I have actually done that. It's a matter of taste. Hang on a second. Let me get somewhere safe. Rather than start talking about cameras while I'm not looking at the camera. That is because of personal peculiarities, shall we say. Give me a moment. Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, I see what you mean. I thought you meant the view of the camera view. Yeah. I can always tell you the time of day. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the position of the camera being 3/4 view, which I do deliberately because that way I can that way when I look at chat, I'm looking at the camera. If I'm talking to you, I can turn and make it obvious that I'm talking to the camera. That's what I thought you were referring to. Yeah, I think you are. You're on YouTube, actually. Yeah, I'm checking one of my previews here. It seems to be fine. There is no fantastic place to put the camera because if I put the camera in the middle, you can't see how stinky I am. Yeah, I can always dodge. I could, yeah. It's sort of, it's a valid point. I don't really consider the time of day to be that important. Yeah. Thank goodness for background removal. In the middle, I'm not sure. I've seen streamers put the camera in various positions. Top left, all over the place. Yeah, I can certainly move it. I'm not going to do it right. Am I going to do it right now? You are seeing some of the secrets of my stream. There you go. Sorry, clicked on the wrong button. There we go. There you go, like that. Yeah, so there you go. I can certainly try that. It actually makes it Yes, it does, doesn't it? Actually, yeah. Actually, do you know what? I might be able to make that work. The reason, one of the reasons I have that image where it is because when I talk to the camera, I find that weird. And so when I talk to the camera, I'm actually talking at myself. And then my tendency now is to talk at myself over there instead of myself there, if you know what I mean. It's a matter of practice. Yeah. Yeah, I could do that. That actually kind of works. I'd have to change it game for game. Now, here's one of the secrets, seeing as we're just generally chatting. One of the secrets that you may not have seen is this. Yeah, you see that I'm actually not, this window you're looking at is not actually the direct webcam feed. It is actually feed from another application. And the reason for that is there is a bug in OS X to do with screen capture and webcam at the same time. I can apply, if I try and apply background removal, it applies to the whole screen and I can't isolate it. So what I've done is I'm running quick camera. I've applied background removal to quick camera, and then the OBS screen, which is what you're looking at, actually does window capture to get that image. So yeah, I mean it's preferable for me. You don't want to see what's behind me, and this isn't actually a green. This, like I said, this isn't even a physical green screen. One of the things I gained when I switched. Well, yeah, that's a valid point. One of the things I gained when I switched to streaming on a Mac was really, really good background removal. So I don't have to have a physical green screen anymore. This does better, frankly, and I've got freedom of movement for the camera. I can put the camera wherever I want because I've only got limited space for the green screen. So, right, there's enough secrets of streaming for now. Yeah, no, one day, maybe I'll actually have a dedicated spot for this. But my current circumstances don't really permit it. So, yeah. The only downside is, hang on a second, that's kind of weird. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, look, it's chop. There we go. This is the only downside with with background removal. Sometimes, just occasionally, sometimes it gets a bit mixed up, as it did just then, and decided to cut off this shoulder. I can't wear a black sweater anymore because it gets a bit confused with that. Fortunately, I don't have any green sweaters. Right, all our secrets about streaming are being revealed. And one of the potential problems with viewing Twitch. Oh, it's done it again. That's very strange. Why does it not like? Okay, that is a problem. Why at that angle is it cutting out my shoulder? Yep, it's cutting out my shoulder again. I can put How peculiar. I'm going to have to move this back, I'm afraid, and work on the problem later. Sorry, for some reason, this is working fine, this location. At least I think it is. Let me have a quick look. Yeah, that seems to be more stable. Yeah, I know it's not perfect, but I have no idea why. Oh, it's doing it again. Okay, I shall have to look into that. Right. I actually have to take my regularly scheduled potty break right now. So, there is that. But yeah, it works better. Why it would work better? Why green screen removal would work better there than the other side, when that's not even the direct feed from the webcam, is weird. How peculiar. Anyway, like I say, I will be. I'm going to go and use the potty. I will be back in a couple of minutes. And obviously I'm back. And apparently I'm sitting higher in my chair than I was. In case anybody wants to know, and sometimes people do, particularly streamers, I do have a dual PC setup for streaming now. It's relatively new. The main gaming computer is running Linux, and the image is captured via a baseline M4 Mac Mini that I got refurbished for about £90 off. So I think I messed up the zoom a bit today. Yeah, switching over to the M4 Mac, and it's just the baseline. All the streaming stuff is now on the Mac. OBS, chat, Firefox. I saved about 20 to 25% of my GPU by doing that, so it's free performance. And I saved probably 5 to 10% on the CPU as well. And the Mac Mini does a fantastic job, I think. Yeah, I could actually, if I had a console, I could use the same setup for console. Yeah, I could just run the HDMI through the capture card. This particular setup at the moment, I am actually mirroring the main screen through the capture card. And because it's an Elgato 4K-X, in case anybody's wondering, and it does support widescreen. So... And obviously I stream widescreen. And that is something I am not about to change anytime soon. Oh, right. No, I don't think I've got an OLED. I can't remember what I've got. I've got my all my monitors are AOCs because they were cheap-ish and capable and could all do 180 hertz. Although, obviously, when I'm mirroring, I don't do 180 hertz. I have to run at 100. And it's more convenient than using pass-through. Pass-through I didn't like as much. So I'm basically still looking for the bear, in case anybody's wondering. Because I know that bear is out there somewhere. And I want to shoot it before I go traipsing across the ice with a load of gear. Because that bear has certainly respawned by now. Yeah, I actually like to see the preview, just in case I've done something wrong. And sometimes that has proven handy. All right. To be honest, there's still an awful lot I am learning about streaming. It's slightly complicated by the fact that I stream to Twitch and YouTube simultaneously. So I use Restream Chat so that I can see most of the time the entirety of chat, and so can everybody else. And I use Restream because it's free. I know some people like using, what is it, StreamYards, but that's not free. And I don't want to pay for anything. I did actually once try using dual instances of OBS on the Mac to try and stream to Twitch and YouTube separately, and yeah, it just didn't work. it was not happy. Oh yeah, visibility is getting too bad here. And I will say, since moving various bits of hardware so that the Mac can handle it, my Linux system is now much more stable. Linux, in my experience, does not handle webcams too well, at least not without trying various distros, which I don't have the hang on a second. Where's that bear gone? I suspect there was a conflict. I might experiment with it some more. The whole idea was that would allow me to downscale Twitch to 2580 by 1080 widescreen rather than 1440p widescreen, because 1440p widescreen does cause some people issues. Yeah, it's something I need to fiddle with a bit more. It got complicated getting it all to work even in preview. I had to do things like set up the main scene as a virtual camera, run the virtual camera, which was then captured by the other OBS instance. Yeah, it got complicated. I'll try it somewhere. I'll try it again. I normally try that kind of thing at the weekends because I don't necessarily have a schedule at the weekends. Last thing I need to do is do experimentation during the week and find that I've broken something which requires entirely too much work to stop me from streaming. At the weekends, if I break something, I've got the whole weekend to fix everything. Because as I always say, if I feel like I don't schedule anything for the weekend, so that I have the option of just taking it off. I still think we're going to get a blizzard, so I'm heading back here. I might just skip through the day. Which manager do I look like? I've been called a few things, including being told I look like Count Dooku. Alright, let's have a look, see what do I need to fix. Okay, that needs fixing. Oh, that does need fixing. Oh, brother, yes. Well, I can't do anything about the way I look, unfortunately. Oh, that needs fixing too. Good job I got that deer. It's currently leaning up against the wall. You can't see it. It's over there. It was very useful while I had it. Well, I still got it. I'm not going to get rid of it because who knows. I think in the end, and I have no justification for saying so, but I do think that to some extent, personality does get stamped on our faces. I think. I doubt, I don't know, there's a scientific study. And part of me also thinks it's sort of, I'm, I am me. That's all I can be. That's all I can do. So I just live with it. The only thing I find about that idea that I have, that to some extent personality shows up. Well, obviously personality does somewhat show up in how people talk, somewhat, but not entirely. Although con men always tend to sound and look and behave a bit like con men, but that could just be bias on my part. The only problem with that kind of thing, it reminds me of the Victorian idea that if you could, if you feel over a person's head, you can determine who and what they are from the shape of their head, which is not true. But I do think the set of one's features, I do think that says a lot about people. But I could be wrong. I haven't checked to see if there's any scientific studies on there, and there's a lot of potential for bias in there. Yeah. This is me being excessively paranoid. I don't want to end up like I say, this crossing is somewhat risky. The wolves are manageable, mainly because they're all dead. The bear can take you by surprise, and he should have respawned by now. So I'm kind of waiting to make sure he's out there so I can shoot him. And then I've got no, the head, the head shape has been, as I understand it, thoroughly debunked. It was this Victorian idea. It never really worked out. I am tempted to load up the travois and just head out there until I can be sure it's safe, because I can survive in that hut for a while. I don't want to end up caught unawares. No, let's at least load up the travois and consider moving out.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
I have no idea what you just said there. So that's 25, 12. Where's my water? It was, what, 3 liters of water? So there's my trading stuff, I think. Let's make absolutely sure I got that right. Oops, sorry. $12, 2, 3. I need 2 kilograms of raw flesh. Oh, he wants 2 cured guts. Okay. I think I can spare 2 cured gut, don't you? Let me just pick up some... Oh no, I've got water out there. But... Oh, it's working! Half the time this doesn't work. Oh, it's doing it again. Ah. I thought I had water in there. Where did I put the rest of my water? Ah. I got, yeah, no idea what that sentence means, Osiris. No, hang on a second. Oh. Sorry, Anna. And Danny, a couple of your comments there got held for review and I didn't notice. I do apologize. Hang on a moment. Not the best time in the world for me to I think you two were talking about bouncy castles. Yeah, something about being bounced out. Yes, I thought I had firewood in here. Oh, you're talking about a trampoline. Sorry, I thought not bouncy castles. There's a certain temptation to just do the dash. And I'm almost certain that if I try that, I'll get myself in trouble. Oh, I still have to get fresh fish anyway, so I might as well stay here. Funny thing is, 2 kilograms of fresh flesh is 1 large fish on a good day. Oops, I forgot. Well, here we are. Fish through the night, pick up some pick up some fish and see if the bear shows up. I really hope it does. I know I've asked this question before. What day did I last kill the bear? Because if it's Monday, it should be, well, either way, it should be around. And I really, really, really don't want to get trapped by it. Oh. Well, there's his 2 kilograms of fish. Wait a minute. There we go. It's technically 3 days. 3 real-time days. And it respawns, and I have found that to be pretty accurate. So, one way or the other, that bear should be out there. And then I can shoot it from here, and I can move on and be safe for the next couple of days. Where is it? I mean, honestly, if it was... There is a significant temptation to just go. But... do I choose safety and just wait till morning? I'm going to wait till morning anyway. I mean, it should have respawned the next time we do this, which will be Monday now. Yeah, I'm going to have the same situation. What time of day is it? Hang on a second. There you go. That's the time of day. We're heading into evening. Before the advent of a green screen so I could make the camera transparent, I actually used to have the main display sized down a bit on the stream, but I prefer having the game full screen and then working around it. Problem is, it could be around the back end of the island. Or it could be asleep in its cave. I have never yet encountered a sleeping bear, but others have. I know Danny has. And this will be dinner.
Come on, little fire.
Actually, if this keeps up, I might have enough fish to do a meat curing box thing with small fish. Oops, wrong one. I keep forgetting to use the hatchets wherever possible now. Nice sunset. I don't know what you've done, Danny.
It's dusk, so I can't be far behind.
Um, God. Oh, come across a sleeping bear. I said I'd never actually come across a sleeping bear. And then I said something along the lines that, but you have. Because I remember I think you had that happen on stream. Oh, that's interesting. I just glitched. Not glitch, but...
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Oh yeah, my favorite one's the one about the... Oh look! My shoulder's gotten glitched again. So it's not the position of the webcam. It is just me. Apparently I'm glitched. Interesting. I'm going to have to look into that. What do you think my odds are of seeing a black bear against a black background? Yeah, I wish I'd been into streaming or even recording the day I started a game and got trampled to death by a moose in about 5 minutes. That was kind of funny. What is it to be stun locked by a cougar? Well, this is almost my longest run. Another 6 days. And this will officially be my longest run. Oh, ouch. Where is it? Yeah, that doesn't sound like fun, Danny. Oh, great. Now I really can't see. And the wind is in the wrong or right direction depending on your point of view. Oh, thanks for letting me know, Danny. Oh, mind you, I would have found that out sooner or later. I do want to go back to Milton at some point. Well, let's see. What do we reckon, people? Should I just go for it and trust that the bear is not around? Or should I do my usual, wait till I absolutely know where it is and then kill it and then move on? Oh no, I'm sorry about that, Tony. Oh dear. The temptation to just go is quite daft. I'm sure I would regret it if I did. But the temptation is there. It's not too cold. The problem is I've got to go straight. If I go up and over the island, oh, he goes on the island, doesn't he? Eh. I've got 10 minutes left in the live stream. Ish. Now, of course, if I get myself mauled, that will make for decent viewing, I suppose, but I don't want to get mauled. Yeah. So the problem is, by every metric I'm aware of, that bear is here. Somewhere. There is no safe way unless I get really lucky, you know. Oh yeah, that is, look, it's done it again. It's chopped off my shoulder. How often has it been doing that? And why does it chop off this shoulder? Oh, it did it again. It's how weird. And it is rapidly getting more and more a case of, no, I really don't want to go wandering into... Yeah, there we go. Learn, you silly system. At least my head isn't vanishing, I suppose. It's only my shoulder. Yeah, it's probably that. But it's still a bit weird. Okay, maybe it is the collar. Yeah. The lighting on me probably doesn't help either. Yeah, I'm basically just waiting now for... I'm not about to start heading out with only a few minutes to go on the stream. At least I don't think I am. What I was going to do... Let's see if we can't...
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Let's see if we can't tempt it out. Look, Mr. Bear. Stinky human. Or maybe the problem is that it's brighter lighting, I don't know. It's not too bad right now. Like I say, I've only got a couple of minutes, so this is something I can safely leave until Monday morning. Slightly surprised that wolves haven't come out to see what's smelling so tasty. Well, you know me, Anna. I will probably stream something over the weekend. It's the very early morning sessions that don't get done anymore. Streaming 3 times a day, 7 days a week is a bit much. I do burn out. But I will do something else most likely. I mean, I almost always do Warframe or Soulframe in the evenings. He's not going to be tempted, is he? Well, when don't forget, Wintermute is out in a couple of days, so or the final part is in principle, so I'm probably going to start streaming that at the weekends. Yeah, it's it. Monday, isn't it? Yeah, Monday. So then it's going to be do I stream Wintermute at the weekends or do I stream Wintermute instead of survival mode? I'm open to suggestions, actually. Which would you all prefer? Would you prefer that I start streaming Wintermute on weekdays instead of survival mode, or should I stick to doing it at the weekends? I will leave it up to you. Is it Tuesday morning? I should have redone Wintermute. I'm not streaming. I'm not doing that. I'm not going through 32 odd hours of that again. Thank you very much. Oh, so that'll be Tuesday evening for me. So I could start streaming. I could start streaming at Wednesday morning if it runs. I say if it runs. I mean, I don't have any choice in the version. I think it insists I run the Linux version. Oh, for heaven's sake, I'm not. Yeah. I am not restreaming Wintermute all over again. For all that I would run it a heck of a lot faster this time than previously, but yeah. I actually don't find Wintermute to be replayable. At least in my head, I don't. It's a one through or nothing type of thing. Do you know? I got a suspicion this is getting confused by the chair. See how that works. It's worth doing once. I'm not about to, yeah. I don't get into, I rarely get into the whole let's replay it. Oh really? Oh no, I'm not doing that. I've got a full playlist if anybody wants to see it over. Well, I guess the bear is not going to be cooperative. This is the kind of time when it would be useful to have a save game. You just save it and dash through, see if it's there and see what happens, but I don't want to do that. Alright, so we will return to this little conundrum on Monday. So I will obviously be back this evening with Warframe. And as everybody knows, my weekends are kept open for whatever it is I feel like doing, including not doing anything, although the likelihood is I will, but I don't know at this point. Strangely, running Sky, Children of the Light, on Saturdays is moderately popular. So I might do that. I can always do another Eden run with another avatar. And if anyone feels like a 3.5 hours of me talking about the same thing as I did last weekend. And you know what? I think it was the color of the collar that's done it, because it hasn't glitched again. It's the kind of, yeah, I'm not very good at explaining what it is. I just find it calming and soothing. Except for Eden. Eden is many things, but calming and soothing it is not. So, if I see you, well, one way or the other, I hope you all have a great weekend. Don't forget to hug your fur babies. Feed them treats. Let them look into the dim and dark recesses of your respective souls. And I will see you all next time. Thank you very much for watching. It's appreciated.